as it makes its a debut pick in MPLID Season 15. We'll just have to see.
Oh, what about you, Arashi?
I feel like the pressure is on DEWA to make the game work in their favor. If they're able to actually get ahead, they have a ton of good pick-off tools, and they have the damage, especially with that Lunox, to melt down these beefier frontliners that allowed ONIC to get so much control earlier in game number 1. But if the game kind of defaults back to a standard, a long, slow burn, ONIC will get this one again, dude.
Let's see if the Sky Kings can get their first match victory here in the land of Dawn. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game number 2. ONIC versus DEWA.
See how this one goes, man. ONIC will definitely be the ones aggressing here. You can see Sans already being pesky with that Lantern Flare. I think the side lanes have a lot to do with the success rate of this game. But for DEWA, they're the ones who want to be proactive here. They want to use that Cho, they want to use that Badang and find moments. But if they're not careful and they get roped into fights that are a bit long and drawn out, that's where that Tsushin, that Gato can just do so much more. DEWA needs to kind of get a clean, clean play. Get it in, get it done, get out.
Take a look at the emblems, Mr. Man. Sans focusing mark, juice in. Okay, the new changes for the focusing mark. Now, why has he gone for focusing mark?
Oh, whoa, hang on a second.
Chorizo solo, fist crack. Rather, fist break open. And Finch poised defensively. Ryota again just wreaking havoc. Opening up spaces for Keyboy to enter the fray.
All right, so the focusing mark Chushin tech. First of all, it's focusing mark on the target you're lifting makes sense. It synergizes well with the playstyle of the Tsushin. On top of that, now it gives you movement speed, 10%. That can be used to go in or get out. So for the Tsushin, it's just more mobility, more chase. So it's a great take at the mobility style of the Tsushin. And the audience predictions, they seem to like ONIC's situation a lot better.
Yep, I mean, after winning game 1 in such a dominant fashion, does seem to be a-okay. And again, oh dude, focusing mark on Jusin is so easy to put down, right? He's like, yeah, this one. Knock him up, and then the entire team gets the benefits here. So, Turtle 1, some rotations here and there. ONIC definitely first, again, to rotating. Ryota's gonna hit level 4. Sans, though, is actually not going to.
Oh, early Ling has Kyrie on the back foot, of course, but he's gonna farm up to a bunch. Purple buff as well, secured for Kyrie and Ray, respectively. As Keyboy just disengages. Another turtle fight happening soon. As Keyboy might be caught in the process. Octa comes close and Sans might reposition. Keyboy just looking for an angle, but not yet with the AOG, so it's gonna be hard. But Kyrie comes in with the Finch Poise as well, jumping into Fine Blades, just trying to take down. Brilliance popped by Octa defensively. Turtle, of course, in the grasp of ONIC as they take this away.
This time, DEWA United will not force out that battle of the first turtle. ONIC!
Oh, Kyrie knocked up, has to run away, but there goes the kick. Perfect fist crack as well to take down Ryota as DEWA strike 2.
Calculated DEWA United. Already a 180 from game 1.
That's the damage we're talking about coming in from DEWA United. ONIC get the neutral objective, but they stuck around. Ray was just farming the whole time as well, so overall, not a bad trade for DEWA to take at all. ONIC needs to be careful, man. That's the kind of damage we're talking about. As Sans forced to use with... Oh, hold on a second.
It's a beacon. Mueza able to just dodge out of the taunt of Keyboy. And ONIC back to square 1.
Uh-oh, things not going as planned for ONIC here. That was a great kick from Mueza, by the way. Let's set that up. Now, fist crack.
Fist break as well. Ryota has nowhere to go. Backup arrives, and Octa is on a killing spree. 3-0. What does this tell you, Arashi?
I mean, it tells you that Octa has damage on this Lunox, man. No surprise. But man, ONIC are definitely paying the price for it. Sans, for the most part, I think he's getting the better wave clear, but DEWA is sending Mueza to actually clear the mid lane in place of Octa so he can roam around more efficiently. So they're getting a bit of a rotational advantage, something they didn't really have in game number 1, and it's paying off great.
Oh man, look at Chorizo already. I don't know how much of a lead he has over Ryota, but Ryota's currently 0-2 and 0. Chorizo got a lot of hits on that plating up top. 27 seconds for the turtle, second one of the game, and it does seem like they will have more control. Mueza,
so aggressive, looking for the kick. The Keyboy comes in, can't do anything, he's so low. AOG is going to save him as Kyrie comes close. His blade's very dull, no damage just yet as Chorizo able to disengage with a fist crack, or rather the fist break. And Ryota unable to follow up as well. Maybe 1v1 with the Zenith Blade. Or rather, the Zaman Force. Sorry.
Wow. DEWA United, they just brawled up against ONIC. They got the advantages. No Revitalize for Keyboy, no AOG, and no Crimson Beacon for Sans.
Oh no, Keyboy has to step forward. Turtle solo, pull inside with the kick. And Octa again, a mega kill for him. That was the Blades, and Kyrie still able to steal the Retribution. He's back like he never left, but still, Ryota has to jump forward. DEWA keeping him at bay. Ryota unable to push further.
It was all so good for DEWA, but then Kyrie walked in, stole the turtle. That's the composure of Kai, and that is ONIC's savior currently. This gold lead certainly should be up in the thousands for DEWA.
I mean, against Sorizo, against Mueza, so many threats, and Kyrie still finds an opening to get in there. While it was happening, though, I think we saw maybe just get a lot of gold in that engagement from the bottom side. So not all went south for DEWA right there. But ONIC, they scale very, very well as well. So DEWA, they're again working against the clock. They have to find ways to translate some of these pickoffs into something more of a structural advantage.
Skypiercer for CW. And DEWA United are just playing it super slow. They know that they can scale pretty well too. I mean, they have a Harith and a Lunox. Is the pressure on ONIC? Or is it just equal as they continue to scale?
I think with Kyrie being on the Ling, with that macro presence, with the Finch Poise, I feel like DEWA are the ones with a bit more urgency, and they have more tools anyway. So ONIC, they want these drawn-out fights where Sans can be active with this Lantern Flare, but DEWA are just not allowing it. Even when they do send someone in front, oh hang on, it's Mueza with the mobility.
Has to run away, but Mueza is just such a pesky player to deal against. And just buying so much time for DEWA as well, as they will charge back. ONIC knows what they're up to.
Okay, so the big lead is on Sorizo as expected. It's Sorizo who holds most of the lead for DEWA United. And that's not the best. They need to start getting turtles. They need to get some more gold on the rest of the team, because if this continues, I think ONIC are fine with, you know, the 4-0 stat currently. They're equal. They're literally on par. It's just the XP. And I think ONIC are fine with Ryota being behind.
You're seeing this approach from DEWA that they want to have pressure on all lanes. They're leaving maybe a lot of time to just push out. And now look at this, Mueza taken very low. That made me DEWA losing control.
So much control relinquished for DEWA, as ONIC still holding steadfast closely towards Keyboy with the kick. Is Mueza coming in, and now they want to pound forward, maybe in the back line. Still dancing around behind the Blades and Zaman Force. Cooldown reduction still. Turtle left unattended to.
It's the instant burst. You kick someone and they're dead. Even the Gatakacha would revitalize. Keyboy couldn't handle that. Sorizo!
Uh-oh, Ryota has to run from the hills. And he's so low, maybe gets the kill. But here comes the burst from DEWA. Kyrie solo, step into place, pop for CW in the back. Under pressure, maybe! Assassination towards CW. And DEWA, you give them an inch, they'll take a mile.
It's a great move there for DEWA, especially Octa there. We criticize his performance in game number 1, but hang on a second, Sorizo!
Oh, Kyrie, he's gonna be fine.
But that's gonna buy time though.
Uh-oh, this is First Lord! This is the new Lord!
Kyrie's caged away, and DEWA, they run away with this Lord.
Wow!
Retribution, unattended.
They noticed how clinical ONIC was in game 1, and they were like, oh, let's just make it chaotic. Let's brawl it out. If you want to play safe, if you want to play clean, we'll make it dirty.
And they have the tools to make it happen. They thought that the danger was over, ONIC, when they saw Mueza use the Way of the Dragon. That's where Sorizo comes in. You said the gold advantage was high on him, and he's using that to get a Thunderbelt, a Brute Force Breastplate as well. So he has the resistance to crowd control, and he has more movement speed. He is a very reliable secondary engager if Mueza is forced to use his tools on someone else. And the fact that Octa was able to do so much damage and still get a Brilliance Order there, that kind of bought so much time for DEWA to get so much value from ONIC. And now ONIC definitely have to be a bit more careful. If they make a mistake here, it's a couple of turrets going down.
Sorizo's just been so clinical, man. XBTR, by the way, he's been playing it so well with the initiations, the pickoffs, just also very patient in how he uses the fist crack. He'll go for the initial CC, but then he will wait for the final moments before popping out the fist crack so that he can get most out of that CC. Look at the siege from DEWA and the charge. That charge will be continuous, not just one time. this turret falls, and there will be another charge to follow. Sorizo!
Oh, they have to put this down. Sorizo just zones Keyboy away. The charge might come in, and there goes the turret. Only half HP, though. But the energy is able to be absorbed by the Lord.
And the passive also taken away by DEWA. That's already a great start. On the other side, though, ONIC trying to buy some time with Kyrie's mobility. But again, in the 1v1, it's not really as clear-cut. But technically, Kyrie should have the advantage with the Tempest of Blades output potential. But looking at this game backed by our new application, GoPay.
Red team turret has been
I mean,
destroyed.
Rashi, I'm just looking at it again, and I'm thinking, what if they got Tigreal? What if they got that pull yourself together Tigreal instead of the Gato Kacha, right? No Purifiers on the board, except for maybe here. Would it have stopped a lot of the initiations from DEWA, or is it just not a good pick here?
I feel like it would make ONIC a bit more all-in, and maybe that's what we're trying to avoid. But look at
Oh,
Suns!
Suns! Assassinated AOG defensively. Doesn't connect. And there goes the fixed cracks. A barrage of punches towards ONIC. And this might be the punch to the gut, the final blow that DEWA might look for. But still, Kyrie causing cuts behind DEWA's backs. And they have to run back. No minions to spawn.
A base turret without a lord. They just picked them off, and the pickoff is so sure. You get a CC tool on anyone, and they are dead. Now the purple buff also. Kai, wow.
Oh,
He gets it.
quick hands.
Quick hands, but 30 seconds. Lord, DEWA have the tools to burst it down. They have a Lunox.
And there's only 7 seconds to go. Kyrie won't have the retribution available. Now there's like an also quite the awkward spot right here. But they seem content to try and go for some kind of contest right here. Sans already scouting it out. But now they gotta be careful. They've already seen what Moeza can do on this Cho. And look at the HP bar of the Lord just going down really quick.
5 seconds on Kyrie's retribution.
They have to go big or go home, Kyrie.
Reset.
Might look for the angle, but yeah, the Lord resets. That means DEWA will move back, and ONIC, they have a moment to breathe. A rebreather, much needed one at that. DEWA, they want to dance this the long way.
Yeah, they can play it as long as they want. They are having a good day, and so can you with the new Good Day coffee. Go ahead and get your avocado, perhaps, flavor, or I mean, depends on what you want, man. DEWA definitely like the slower kind of coffee here. They're waiting for the slow push up top to get this Lord. Ryota.
Moeza under pressure. Ryota again slashing the axe left and right. Chorizo just keeping Ryota at bay. Kyrie has to come in. The Lord half HP, but not yet a retreat. And again, DEWA, they know. They know the power, but up top, the minions are pushing in.
So smart by DEWA United. Now, Kyrie will be the one set.
Oh, the Lord secured DEWA. Methodical, clinical, so
base, the
clean.
base, the base,
But
the base!
The minions are coming in the crystal. So low, but CW is starting to clear it down. And they have to push away the minions.
A complete forced error by DEWA United sends ONIC back to their knees, on their knees. Concentrated energy for maybe.
Longer fights are gonna benefit DEWA right now. They have so much more damage to dish out. ONIC can burst people down, but for the most part, if the fight goes on, with the really hang on a second. Whoa.
Oh, Octa. Brilliant
close.
stopped defensively.
As long as the fight takes place in the middle of the Zaman Force, in the middle of Octa's Chaos Order, there's just way too much damage, and that's a Divine Glaive as well. One more item to go for Octa to be full items. And look at DEWA grouping around the Lord. What can they do with it?
DEWA. They
Whoa!
grasp this with 10 fingers, both hands. CW kick to the back. The Lord is going to march in. Crystal has to be the priority as Keyboy in the back, assassinated by Maybe, and now DEWA wants to come in with the assault. ONIC has to defend this, but will they be able to? So low, Kyrie still dancing, but the crystal falls. And ONIC again hits the floor as DEWA equalize.
Right as the Sky Kings start flying again, they get dragged down to the ground by DEWA. It's not as easy as that. Not in Season 15. ONIC still winless, and DEWA want to continue this streak of good luck, of good fortune in the early weeks. DEWA 1-1, the equalizer.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a Game 3 on our hands.